Colonizer. Maybe you should read my comment again, as I did say, asking and learning. Okay? And listen to me now. That's all you get to do. You get to ask why our language and why our hairstyles and why our cultures are special to us. You get to learn that they were ripped from our parents, our grandparents, our aunties, our uncles, and all of our cousins, all of our ancestors. The people that you know around you, the people that you see, indigenous people and black people, we had our culture, our religions, our spirituality, everything ripped from us, our language ripped from us, taken by the colonizers. And many of us are starting to get it back. Okay? So we're not ready to share it with you guys yet. We were stripped of it, and we're gathering it. So you can ask and you can learn, and with respect, step back. Don't say, why can't I do this? Why can't I wear braids in my hair? Why can't I wear moccasins? You can't because we said you can't. That's it. It was taken from us before, and it was exploited. We were unalived. We were hung. We were burnt. We were pushed off of our land, pushed out of our homes, made to walk hundreds of miles in the freezing cold. So you do not get to do any more but ask and learn, have respect, and sit down. And when we're ready to invite you to come and watch and learn some more, and we see that you can respect us, then maybe you should. This is part 2 of cultural exchange. We don't mind talking about some of our culture with you who have questions about it. Some of us don't mind talking about it, explaining how important it is to us. But we're not ready to share it because it was taken from us and we've just gotten it back. We're trying very hard to get it back, not just indigenous, but the black community, Asian, different communities out there, Hispanic, trans, LGBTQ community. All of us have taken backlash and unalivement and all of this since the colonizers came over here and didn't want anything out of their ordinary. But we were already living and existing, and they came over not just to take the land, but to take our culture, to take our children, our hairstyles, our regalia, our practices, our spiritual, our prayers, our singing, our music, everything. You came over, conquered people already living here, brought more people over here that were stolen from their own continent and countries, brought them over into the mix and forced us all to live as your servants and slaves. or we would either assimilate to what you wanted us to be, or we would be no longer here. So when we say we're taking back our culture and our traditions, and there's many of us out here who haven't been able to learn these things because they were taken from us, taken from our parents. Our grandparents might remember, and there's some people still out there now who do. They're lucky enough to have parents and grandparents who know their language, know their art, know everything. But we're saying, okay, here's what we're about, and it's very special, but you don't get to be a part of it because your culture tried taking it away from us. Good morning, Coffee with the Witch. I'm probably going to have part 2. Part 1, I'm going to be talking about cultural appropriation, some examples that I've encountered in my lifetime. Part 2 will be about cultural exchange. Not too long ago, 1996, 95, 93, in the early 90s, mid-90s, I worked at LAX Airport in California. And I was a security officer at the checkpoints. And I was asked to check a bag that was it was too dense to see through the x-ray machine. Did I say coffee with Witch Nikki? I forgot to drink some. Anyways, this man had a duffel bag filled to the brim with belt buckles that he had bought in Utah, Arizona, New Mexico, Nevada. He had just gone on a shopping spree for belt buckles. I thought, wow, who needs this many belt buckles? Well, I asked him, I said, you have a lot of friends to give these to? Are these gifts? Oh, no. They're all different. None of them were the same. He had a shop in an Asian country. I won't say where. But he had a shop where he was going to reproduce these in mass production. And did I want to say, hey, that's not right? Of course I did. I would have lost my job in a second. That tension and anger, there was nothing I could do about it. He had bought them. They were not illegal. He took them. That was it. So, how do we stop something like this? Let's go to part 2.
I love you very much, and I look up to you. I think as a society, in the world that we live in, we forget. We forget that we all actually look up to one another. That we see something in someone, and really it can spark something in ourselves if we choose to see it, if we allow it to do so. I am on this earth to express myself and to make mistakes and to live this human experience, to let others know that it's okay to do the same. It's okay to be yourself. Setting down what you were told and then picking up a brand new way of living is bravery. And it's okay to admit that you are brave and that you are unique and that you are whatever you are. Just live your life completely you.
when you finally get 1,000 followers and you get on that live, do something, say something. Don't just hide under your covers in your pillow. I just saw this live. I couldn't go and block them fast enough, but I did. Oh yeah, I did. But they're just like, you couldn't even see what the heck was going on. You saw like pillows, I don't know, or blankets, or I don't know, because the noise going on was weird, if you get my meaning. Like if you were seeing what was going on under the blankets and covers, might not be acceptable here. But I'm seeing this all the time. People will just be sitting there. Doing nothing for hours. Why are you wasting the live space just because you can? And then there's all the split screen stuff with the voting going on. I thought they got rid of that stuff. I haven't seen that stuff for a while. That's old. It's stupid. Pointless. I don't care. I really don't. And if there were options, if I ever got on a live and there were options to remove all of the gifts and likes and all of that, that's not what I'm going on there for. I'm going on there so everybody can hear what I'm saying for longer than 3 minutes. If I ever went on a live, that's what I would be doing. Not hiding under pillows and blankets. I understand people having anxiety and stuff like that, but why get on a live to do that? Why get on a live at all if you're going to create just a bunch of negativity with the comments that come popping up? Okay, that's it for me for today. I'll be back much later with something else.